Hello, friends. It's day 19 in this 30-day series of Celebrating You, where we relive, retell um, our prouder moments, our moments of achievement, moments where we accomplished or achieved something in our light, that space in your heart shined a little bit brighter, made you feel a little bit fuller. Um, the videos are placeholders for everybody to document these moments, to relive it for yourself, share it with others, and give thanks and acknowledgement to the universe for these moments. At the end of 30 days, you can go back and just look at it and hopefully realize that we're shining just a little bit brighter because we spent 30 days raising ourselves, our vibration, our energy, by reliving our glory, our moments of living in the light of goodness, we'll say. But yeah, that's what these videos are for. Day 19 in the 30-day series of Celebrating You. So um, my entry for today is probably not a singular moment, but I would say overcoming uh, my childhood. So I had a lot of obstacles, um, or opportunities for growth, we'll say. So I remember when I was very young, I was probably like around 4 or 5, I think, maybe even younger than that. I had a kidney disease that the doctors couldn't figure out what was going on, and why I was having this issue. And they didn't know what to do. All they did was give me steroids, and um, it was just really a waiting game. So I suffered a lot through this, and I told part of this story before in other videos. But yeah, it was a big issue in my life. Another one was um, I guess overcoming poverty. Um, my parents separated when I was very young, and so my mom took us to go live in Hawaii, and she struggled. She struggled mightily, taking care of 2 kids on her own. Um, and living in Hawaii is pretty tough. You know, there's a lot of people out there that struggle through poverty, and we'll say lack of wealth. Um, I had bouts of homelessness where, well, um, I think it was, yes, maybe my freshman year of high school. From then on, I was just bouncing around, finding place to stay, um, place to hide, to not be seen, um, looking for places to belong. Um, it's really interesting looking back at my childhood, and the at first you're a victim, and you say that, or you would think like, I had all these terrible things happen to me, and I overcame something. um, but the light actually is shining differently on it. It just feels like I was given these opportunities, um, for different reasons. And, looking back at it today, the view is different than when if I were to look back on it maybe even just a couple years ago. What a lot of people see as a curse or or in a darker light. Like, as I sit here today, I look back on it with a lot of light, a lot of white light, a lot of blessings and gratitude for the opportunities that were given to me. So obviously, just surviving like the poverty issue and homelessness and stuff like that, it was like I was given the opportunity to learn how to endure, how to keep moving forward, and stay true to myself or what I wanted to be, um, as of myself. So I say that because, it's very interesting how a group of people or maybe two people can be in the same situation or watch the same movie and get something completely different. So my sister and I were very close in age. I think we're like 11 months apart. Yeah, we're 11 months apart. And we're very close in age. So, you know, just to set the stage here, um, what I got out of it was completely the opposite of what happened to my sister or she got out of it. She's very angry and bitter and it I don't want to say it consumed her, but it drove her. And for me it was fear of what to do, how to do it, being alone by myself. And for me, the blessing was um, doing this all on my own, learning um, to become empowered by myself and not looking externally, but internally. Um, and I feel like that was the blessing. And I was given that opportunity to learn these blessings at a young age. Um, I think another one was with my illness, my kidney disease, and my mom being in constant fear of like me dying, maybe even of me not dying but just suffering and how to like pay these bills or you know trying to help somebody and not knowing how to help them. And I think maybe what I took away from it was only her fear, which is something that I'm still kind of working through today. Not um, processing her fear, but but what I chose to take away from it was fear of a lot of things, and insecurity, um, and I think what my sister took away from it was maybe a little jealousy because I had a lot of attention because I was so sick, and yeah, it's very interesting, but um, being presented with these opportunities of growth at such a young age, I think, part of it kind of molded me. Well, I think probably all of it did, molded me as an adult in the physical sense, where, I learned a work ethic. I learned how to survive or how to strive, how to keep pushing, never to quit. Um, but I did have some like personal growth opportunities, like understanding where fear is coming from and why it's happening. And, some of it is sometimes it's helpful, right? That fear or caution maybe stops you from getting into certain things, but you know, in other aspects, I don't want to say detrimental, but it's a hurdle that needs to be overcome, right? Like you acknowledge an emotion, but do you want to let it drive you? Um, so yeah, in sorry, I don't know if this is gonna make if this video's made sense, but in my mind it's kind of working, and I think it's working to something else. It's maybe this is like counseling for myself. Jeez. But just looking back and thinking on what an entry for today could have been, I was taken back to my childhood. And I do look back on it with pride because of what I overcame. And thinking about my sister, things could have been a lot different for myself and harder. I think, unfortunately, I think she created a tougher road for herself. Um, Obviously, a lot of this is spirit driven, right? We sign up for this stuff for you know the experiences or the lessons that we need to learn. But I feel grateful for having the opportunity to learn this kind of stuff, at a young age, and I feel like I came out blessed. I came out of this tunnel blessed instead of cursed. So I do feel proud of myself for for how I came out of that tunnel and for the ability to look back on it and choose to recognize it as a blessing and not a curse. Um, Not be bitter by it, not blame somebody for what happened to me, but to be grateful for what happened to me and the things that I got to experience. Um, but I guess that's my day 19 entry. Um, Went all over the place a little bit. Hopefully, some things connect. Um, but yeah, I think I'll end it here. Day 19. Please do the YouTubey things. Like, share, and subscribe. Just put something in the comments, whatever it is, heart emoji, tell a story, anything. Um, it will help somebody, if not yourself. Well, thanks for watching. And in closing, um, just remember, in order to eat the fruit of the tree, sometimes you have to go out on a limb. So embrace your fears. It's a good thing. See you guys tomorrow.